Everybody, welcome to the Paint the Picture podcast. Today we have rapper Rocket,
Hey, what's up, y'all?
and this is a first of our podcast. It's like not really the studio podcast, it's more like a FaceTime edition. So we'll call it that, the Paint the Picture podcast FaceTime edition.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I mean, I'm just see the whole goal about Paint the Picture is like, because like the branding I'm creating is like called Blank Entertainment. So Paint the Picture is like having each artist tell their story, painting their picture of who they are before they actually make it into the mainstream media. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So they already have an opportunity to say who they are and everything.
Yeah, I like that. That's tight.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. The creation of the name Blank Entertainment is actually really funny. I was talking with my girlfriend. I was like, "Okay, help me. I need an idea. I need to create something. Blank Entertainment. Something entertainment." And I was like, "Wait, never mind. I'm good. Blank Entertainment. That's it." And like, thank you for your help.
And she was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what would I do without you? Okay, so I'm gonna start it off.
All right, let's
First
go.
question: if you could eat as much of one food as you wanted without ever getting full or fat, which food would it be?
Oh, that's a good ass question.
It's a good icebreaker.
Wow. Damn, you really just got me. Honestly, I love French fries.
French fries, okay.
So
Well, that's a good
And
choice. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to just say French fries. I just feel like potatoes in many different varieties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like waffle, or like the curly fries. Like I want all of them. I want
Yeah.
a plethora.
And the good thing is you can't get fat off of it.
So I'm never
So you
gonna
might as
stop.
well. You might as well choose the fattiest food and just eat that forever because you can't get fat.
Exactly.
So that was good thinking. Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so now we broke the ice. Now we're starting the conversation. Tell me a little about yourself.
Alright. Well, like more like history about how I got into it, or just like in general, just like about
I'll let you decide. Like, whatever you feel like asking about yourself means. It could be like either personal or like just you as a rapper and as an artist. Up to you.
Alright. Well, my name's Rocket, but my real name is Peter. Not afraid to hide that. I'm from New York, specifically. All right, I don't really like specifying exactly. Not that I don't like it. It's just it's complicated for me because if you want to be technical about it, I've lived most of my life here in Staten Island.
Okay.
I have no problem with trying to like own Staten Island as where I live. Like that's not what the issue. The issue is where I feel because I literally feel like I'm at home because I'm literally in my house and like I'm home. But when I leave my house and I'm I'm just roaming Staten Island, it's not home. Like I don't roam this island at all. Like I really don't. Like once or twice. Like I don't actually like know anything around here. Like I have to use GPS when I'm out here. Like know my way around here. But where I do know is Manhattan and the city. So and like especially by my grandmother's house, which is the Lower East Side, and like that's where I grew up. That's where I went to school at. Like my first 3 or 4 schools were in the Lower East Side. So that's all I really know. Like the best. That's where I feel most comfortable. Like there's people that I've known since I was 3 years old there.
Gotcha.
So I say that I'm from the Lower East Side more than anything, but like I say I'm from the Lower East Side and Staten Island because it's like
Gotcha.
I don't know. Technically, I live in Staten Island, but I don't feel like this is home. In my house, it's home, and that's it. Like the island is not my home.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean?
Okay. Wait. Where? So as far as if you had to point on a map, where is Staten Island located? Like in like correlation to New York City? Is it like is it
okay?
Eastern?
Yeah. So New York City is like New York City's the 5 boroughs. So like I'm gonna make myself the map, like my hand.
Yeah.
So like if Manhattan is like here, Brooklyn is here, like Queens.
Yeah. Okay.
Staten Island is like the 5th borough / the forgotten borough. Like it's definitely a part of New York City.
Okay.
It's nobody likes Staten Island.
Okay.
I don't like Staten Island. So it's like Manhattan and like it's disconnect. It's kind of Manhattan is its own little like it's Long Island.
Yeah.
Queens are together, and then like the Bronx is like up here.
Yeah.
But Staten Island is just like its own little island off of.
Okay.
Like I have to take a bridge to Brooklyn to get there, which like it's not that serious. Like it's literally kind of
gotcha.
Brooklyn and bridge.
So you don't take the Brooklyn Bridge? You take the Brooklyn Bridge or no?
No. The Brooklyn Bridge goes from Manhattan to Brooklyn and vice versa. But the Verrazano Bridge is the only bridge that connects it to the rest of the city. Like the Verrazano straight to Brooklyn only, and then I normally take the Staten Island ferry, which puts me straight to Manhattan. So I take a 30-boat ride every morning to go to Manhattan.
Damn, a boat ride.
Yeah, it's like it's a pretty big boat, and it's cool. It's like, you pass right by the Statue of Liberty. Like a lot of tourists who come out here tend to take that boat if they don't want to pay for like actually going to the statue. Yeah, like they get to still see the statue.
Oh, for like a cheaper price, like.
No, they don't even pay at all.
Pay at all?
Yeah, that boat, the Staten Island ferry is so consistent. There's so many people coming from Staten Island and to Manhattan and vice versa that boat is free.
That's crazy.
They were like thinking about trying to charge 25 cents for it, but like everybody would be like, no. Yeah. That kind of got vetoed.
That's crazy. So like, you're at work one day, like, hey, how do you get here? How do you commute? Subway? Oh no, I take a boat.
Yeah, like basically, because I take the boat and then I take the train to school. So. But then there's some days where like, I mean, for like the first, a good portion of my life, like the first like 10 years of my life or so, when my dad was like consistently working. Yeah. He would drive my mom into the city to her job. So that's where I got driven into the city. So we would take to the Brooklyn Bridge and, get into the city. But that for the most. That's how I got there.
Okay. Sorry, I got you completely off topic.
No worries.
So you feel like you're from Staten Island, but because of how you grew up and you were raised, you feel like you're kind of more Manhattan based.
Yeah, more 100%.
Okay, and like out there, everyone's really territorial about where they're from, right? Like they really like rep where they're from. They're really like proud of it. So that's why you feel like kind of weird about it. Like I don't know who do I claim,
Yeah, I don't because like people are like, oh, I'm from Brooklyn. Oh, I'm from Queens. I'm from the Bronx. Oh, I'm from the island. Like some people are like, I'm from Harlem, which is not like it's literally in Manhattan. It's just like upper Manhattan. Yeah. People try to act like Harlem's the fifth borough, and I'm like, shut up. It's a part of Manhattan. Shut up. But for me, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I just rep the city because like my dad grew up in Brooklyn, and I was raised with that Brooklyn mindset like my whole life because my dad grew up in like 60s, 50s Brooklyn where like the tap ran Brooklyn and like there was a mobsters and all that shit and like he like ooh mobsters. So it's like, I grew up with that mindset and like I used to be in Brooklyn a lot because my dad worked in Brooklyn, so that was the only reason why I would go there. Yeah. Like I got to know Brooklyn a little bit more. I don't really know the Bronx or Queens that much. But I feel like I'm just New York City. Like I don't feel like one borough.
You're New York,
yeah, I'm just New York.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so currently you're going to school right now?
Yeah, I go to school, Upper East Side.
How is that, like, managing school and, like, trying to pursue music at the same time?
It's a little difficult because it's, like, I get so, like, about school. Yeah. And it makes me not... It kind of tires me out to the point that sometimes I don't even want to, like, work on a song when I get home. Like, gotcha. I literally, the most I do is, like, I'll fucking record something on, like, my little microphone when I'm, like, walking, and I'll just voice note it, and I'm like, all right, I'll do that later at some point, and I never get...
Yeah, you get home, you're just exhausted. I mean, I would, too, if I take a boat to school and boat back home. I mean...
Yeah, it's annoying. It's tedious. It doesn't inspire me to want to make anything. So, like, and that's another thing with me. Like, I don't get really... Like, even if I have an idea when I'm, like... If it's not, like, gonna kill me if I don't get it out, I won't. I'm just like, eh. So it's like, it's a little cool. But during the summer or when I have breaks, when I tend to do more, but I'm trying, especially more recently, like, I've been trying to balance it, and it's been pretty fun. Like, I've done a couple of shows, like, even in the last month while I've had school, so it's been pretty fun.
And what's that like? When you do shows, like, do you feel like it actually, like, increases your status? Like, do you get, like, a larger following? Like, what's the turnout? Does it actually lead to a lot more fans, or how does that work?
All right.
Because I always wondered that.
Yeah, the thing is, like, sometimes it's definitely way more than others. Yeah. For the most part, every time I performed, I've definitely left and looked at my phone and, like, about, like, 10 people.
That's cool.
But there was, like, one time, I think, like, when was it? July of 2017, I performed at the Apollo, and...
Oh, shoot.
And, like, Yeah,
I'm not from New York, but I know that name. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. So I was from there, and like, what's crazy is like a lot of the people that were there didn't really know me at all. I think the hype around who I was because of my friend Devon, who works at the Apollo.
Gotcha.
He just like pushed me and like was just like, yeah, like nah, like you got to make sure like he's at the bill, like we want him to close it out.
Yeah.
And by the time I was getting ready to perform, like I had the whole like there was a room full of like 100 and something people, like mostly younger, like kids like not far from my age, like 18. So I was like, they were just all shouting my name, like, Rocket.
Damn.
Damn, like I felt good, and half of them didn't even know me or my song. So I came out and I just like I did what I had to do, and like I left and definitely like 100 plus, like 100. I left with 100 followers that day. Like that was the most notifications I've ever seen in my Instagram. That's crazy. I was literally like, holy crap! Like all at once, y'all. It was the best. It was so great.
And it probably like reconfirms that like you want to pursue music when you have an experience like that where everyone's like cheering your name, and it actually leads to like a larger following.
Hell yeah, it's that, and like honestly, like that just reassures me because like it's things like that reassure me because it's like I did that myself.
Yeah,
and that's me. But for me personally, there was a bunch of other things that have happened recently and like in the last couple years since like high school that have been like signs like if you don't do this,
dude. So, I know. Like that's how I found you when you got the freestyle thing from T-Mobile, All Def Digital, you know, and Kyle chose your video. That freestyle, that's how I found you originally.
Yeah.
So like that had to be a sign for you, right?
Yeah, that was like one of the last things that solidified it for me, which is crazy because I've known Kyle for a while. I've known of Kyle, and then like Kyle for like I think I've known Kyle since my senior year of high school.
Oh, so
I met him my junior year. I was a huge fan of him for like all of high school.
Yeah.
Junior year, I met him for the first time. Like I went out of my way to go to BET. I met him, and he knew who I was because I've been tweeting at him a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, like dope, like cool. And then when I saw him, he was like, "Hey, like what's up? Like how are you?"
Oh,
and like,
that's crazy.
He was happy to see me. Then a year later, I could go through a whole story of how this happened, but it's like a whole thing. But I ended up in a studio with him.
Oh shoot!
And he was like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I know him, like the guy who's producing." This guy named Jahan Sweet, who was solely Kalani's producer when she was coming up.
Okay.
But now he's like gone on to do his own thing as well, not like solely with her. Shout out Lani. But that Kyle, like from that day, like it pretty much we've been cool. Like that's how I got to know Nolan.
Yeah, dude. I actually know Nolan.
You do, really?
I know Nolan, yeah.
That's my.
I met him. I hit him up, like on Instagram, like a while back, saying I'm a big fan, because I like he kind of like someone I like aspire to be like, admire as manager, So I hit him up, and then I met him at Complex Con. I hung out with him like the whole day. Him and Kyle. It's kind of crazy.
Wow, that's dope. That's
that's weird. That's crazy that we both have a mutual friend in someone who's actually a celebrity.
But actually, though, you see?
The world is crazy.
Exactly.
So you got to meet all of them. That was crazy. That's crazy then.
Yeah, I meet him. I only got to meet him because of Kalani. Like, if it wasn't for me knowing, like, meeting and getting to know Kalani, I would have never had that. So I got to meet my idol.
Yeah.
And be like that was the first time. Like I hung out with him, like stood in the studio with him till like 4 a.m. And like, not gonna lie, I was a little gassed. Like he was calling me, like he gave me like a nickname. Like that night, my friend was with me, so my friend was like, "Did he give you a nickname?" And I was like, he was just like, "Yo, P." He was like in the booth. And he was like, "Yo, I can't believe it, y'all. Like Pete Rock's in the building. Like that's great."
That's a crazy impersonation. That's a really good impersonation.
Honestly, I think it's a bad thing because I've studied him to the point where I can probably like mimic him in every one of his songs to the point where you might, like, if I block my face, you might think you were talking to Kyle. But like it's pretty scary. Like I've studied that man like crazy because I think his voice is so intriguing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's super crazy. And then so when you Oh, like, did the freestyle challenge? Did you know that he was gonna be like the one like choosing the winner or no?
No. Well, okay. So I found out about the competition when he posted about it. Like the
Yeah.
day he posted about it, I was like, oh, like, should I do this? And I think the thing that inclined me to do it was that like he was involved with it.
Yeah.
But like didn't know he was going to be the one choosing. I just like I was just like, let me just see what happens. Like,
Yeah.
I'm only because it has something to do with Kyle. Like, that's the only reason why.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I did,
yeah.
and like when I found out that then I like looked more into the rules, and I was like, oh, like he's choosing the top two.
Yeah.
I was like, but in my eyes, I'm like, yeah, no, he's not gonna care. Like, because Kyle, like my relationship with him is not like super tight.
Yeah.
But like, if he sees me, he's like shows love. He's like, dude, like, how you been? Like, what's up? Like, how's your bro? Like, what's up? Like, how you been? Like, what you up to? Like, things like that. Like, he's cool like that. So I like didn't have any expectations for it, but like when it happened, I was like, what? I was so hyped.
Because when he said it, he's like, my boy Rocket. Now when I saw the video, I was like, huh? Did they know each other?
Yeah, like, low key, if you watch it, if you go back on his page and like, if you watch that first video where he's going through the 10, he calls me Pete Rock. Like he says Pete.
Oh damn.
No, like the only like no. It literally says my name is Rocket, but then like you see my ad name, it's Peter is Rocket. So like I guess people were like, oh, Rock, haha, makes sense. But like he purposely threw that
crazy.
in there.
That's
like
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it's
now,
subtle.
now you watch back, like you know it, like you know that he was like calling your nickname. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So when you came out to California, did you meet him or did you see him again or no?
No, I didn't get to see him. I was trying to get in touch with him, but I think the day before I actually flew out, or was it? No, I think it was like a couple of days. It was before I even found out.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It was like, did you see the video? Like no one was like, did you see it? And I was like, boy, you know damn well I saw that video. Like, no, I was the first one on that shit. Like, don't put a fight to me. But I didn't get to see him. I tried to hit him up, but like, I think like he was just doing a lot that weekend, and like it wasn't really like a part of the whole like plan for that time when I came out. But I was trying to make it because I had one free day, and I was like, yo, if you're out here, like I gotta see you, like so dope. But they never got back because they were like busy and stuff. So I was like,
that makes sense. Yeah. So was that your first time in California?
Very first time.
Really? Wow.
Very first.
That must be crazy.
It was amazing. Like I wasn't even there for that long.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to go back.
And you came like it was like November, December, right? Like early December?
No, early. It was like mid to late November. It was like 17th. I went out there. Like,
gotcha.
Something like that. It was like on a Friday, and I just like
was it?
Friday, yeah.
Was it everything you thought it would be like?
I mean, like I didn't really get to explore like crazy. Yeah. Like I just expected good energy and like good weather, and that's exactly what I got. Like nobody there was rude. Like everybody was pretty nice. Like everybody was pretty chill. Like the food was fire. Did not have anything but good food while I was over there. And yeah, like it was amazing. Like I can't wait to go back. Like I feel like I needed a week minimum being there. I was like, the only reason I was rushing to come back is because like it was like about to be Thanksgiving break. I wanted to see all my friends. Like I just came back. But other than that, living it up. It was great.
That's crazy. Wow. I mean, that must have been crazy to find out you won it. Like, you know, out of everyone that probably applied, that's crazy.
Dude, here's the thing. There's an artist that I really... See, I'm over here just, like, throwing out names and giving everybody a little shout-out, so I gotta do it.
Do it.
There's this kid that, like, I was a big fan of growing up. And, like, even Kyle's a fan of him, but he was big when he was younger. Like, when this kid was, like, 13, he was one of those kids that did, oh, young kid raps fast video.
Okay, yeah.
YouTube videos that were blowing up at the time. He's like, 13-year-old kid raps fast. And his name is Ali Dominique. And I shout him out simply because, like, early on when I first started rapping, I was watching him because we were the same age, so I was watching him. Oh, shit, like, there's a kid my age doing this.
That's
and he's quirky, corny about it in the same way I want to be. And he inspired me to, like, push myself to rhyme better. Mm-hmm. And he, like, used to get millions of views, then his account got deactivated from YouTube or something, and he lost all of it. So now he had to start over. And now he has, like, I don't know how many subscribers he has now, but, like, he doesn't get the numbers he used to
Yeah.
get, which like he definitely deserves it, and he's so talented and all this stuff. And he did that competition.
Okay.
Like I dropped my video. I dropped 2 videos for it, and like 3 days later, I see that he enters it. I saw his video and I was like, I didn't win. Like I watched his video and I was like, I didn't win. Like,
yeah.
He edited his video. He did all this like cool stuff with it. He made it his own, and like I love. He's done a lot of competitions like this, and he's won a lot of them, like a good portion of them. And to find out that like I won and he was also in that list, it blew my mind.
That's super cool.
I look up to him. I think he's great, and like I was just like, what the hell, like.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like after I won, he even hit me up. He was like, "Yo, congrats!" Like,
oh, sick.
Yeah, like because like he's followed me and I followed him for like a couple weeks because like he knows that I'm a fan and like he doesn't have a big following as he used to. So like he's very like
interactive and everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because he knows that like I used to support him when I was freaking 10 years old and he was 10 years old. Like he's like, "Oh nah, like you're a real one. Follow." Like,
yeah.
Kept cool like in that sense. But when he hit me up, I was like, "Bro, what?" Like it's all just coming full circle for me. It's like who I looked up to show me love.
And it's crazy because it means like every little like thing that happened led to where you are now, and like all those people you looked up to are now like still around you today.
Exactly.
It's really crazy. So did you always know you wanted to do hip hop? Or like music in general?
I don't know if I wanted to pursue it seriously.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't want to pursue it seriously, but I definitely wanted to do it to some degree for fun. I wanted it because I've been writing since I was 10 years old, so I've been writing rap since I was for a decade now.
Wow, okay.
So like half my life I've been writing. So it's like I've always had a knack for remembering songs and just being like and like loving things with a rhyme pattern and all this other stuff. So and I didn't want to pursue it like, oh yeah, no, I'm going to be a rap star, mom. It was like, I definitely was like, initially I was like, I want to be a pediatrician. I want to like be a doctor for these little kids, you know?
A pediatrician.
Yeah.
A pediatrician.
Goodbye. No.
I'm sorry, that was bad. That was bad.
You know what? It was subtle. I'm okay with it. I like funny jokes. All good.
Okay, keep going. Sorry. It's off track.
So I want to be a pediatrician. Then I was like, oh, nah, I want to be an actor. And it's crazy because, like, for 7 years of my life, I ended up doing that. I ended up studying acting. Like, in high school, I was a drama major, so I did acting. I had a really, really great school, too, for it. So I went to school for that. And since I was 10 years old as well, it actually stopped when I graduated high school. But there was an after-school program I was a part of. Called Rosie's Theater Kids, affiliated with Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, okay.
That's the homie. So I was singing, dancing, and acting in that after school program. Basically doing musical theater.
So you're like being like a Donald Glover.
Basically, I'm just not like super hilarious, nor do I write great things. If it's not a rap, I can't write to save my life.
Oh, okay.
My capacity for writing things that are like intelligent is like
gotcha. Yeah.
But you're good, bro. You can live your life. My brother's like trying to be like sneaky about it, but yeah. So like I've been doing all that, like singing, dancing, acting, and writing. So the only thing I took seriously was like acting, and I was like, yeah, that's the path I want to go on. And then like my junior year, people were like, no. My freshman year of college, like one of my friends was like, "Oh, I'm a part of this modeling agency. It's a modeling/acting management agency, so we can like help you out." So they wanted me to get into modeling. So those are the only 2 things that I took seriously for a hot minute. But music came into the picture like really heavy. Like it just kept punching me in the face. Like, what are you doing? Around like junior year, like I recorded my first song September of like. The first month of my junior year, which I don't remember what year that is.
2013, technically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
because we're the same age, I was able to calculate it.
That was good. That was quick. You're efficient as hell.
Yeah. I did my research. Okay.
But yeah. So that year, like the minute I recorded my first song, they were one of my friends. It was a feature on his thing.
Yeah.
And they were all like, when I recorded the verse, they were like, bro, that was really good. And I was like, really? Like, I tried. Like, I really just went out. Like, I had just written the verse like an hour before we were recording. I started writing before I actually went into the booth. Like, I had just started because I hated my verse. And I was like, I want to give you a good quality thing. And from there, it just stuck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I was just like, damn it, like, I love this. And then having friends that did it made it easier for me to get into it more. And then meeting the people that I met, and it just became my life after that.
Yeah. Well, that's super crazy. So, like, when you are into the mood of writing, like, how do you get into the routine? Like, do you ever deal with writer's block, or?
Oh, writer's block is my best friend.
So what is that? What is that like?
Well, let's see. There's like the way that I normally get into a flow. Like, I don't have like a thing that just like, I don't have a set way of making sure things happen. I think sometimes I'll be on my way home and I'll be on the train and I'll think of something and I'll be like, oh, that was a fire line. Like something. And I'll be like, then I'll make a bar off that situation. I'm like, hold up, that's like good. Like, hold on, and I'll try to write a couple more lines. And when I can't write anymore, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I wrote those down. I'll just save those for later. Like, I'll put those in the vault for when I want to put fillers in verses in the future. Or then I'll be on the boat, think of something else, or I think of a melody, record myself.
Yeah.
Then like, but when I'm home, man, like, I think what helps me, what gets me like to write is when I realize I haven't written for so long.
Yeah.
Realize I've been in a slump. I get mad and I'm like, this is not good. Like, I'm being productive.
Yeah.
So I force myself to go in my room and I force myself to, like, I like know that I have songs that I wanted to write. So I'm like, I'll play that beat. I'm like, no, I have to think of something.
Yeah.
And I'll start freestyling. And then from there, I'll just like come up with stuff there. And then whatever I come up with, like freestyling, I like take those like 2, 4, 5, sometimes even like
that are good
5,
quality bars.
Yeah, 5 a half lines that I'll like kind of like flesh them out, make them better if I can. Then I'll find some old bars that I wrote that I feel like fit in there better, or I'll come up with even more newer ones. Like, that's kind of how I force myself to do it, and then eventually, like, I end up getting so like into it that I have to finish the song, and then I end up loving it.
Yeah.
Like, the song I'm gonna drop, I think either this week or next week. Like, it wasn't even supposed to happen. Like, it just kind of, I heard the beat and I was like, I should do something to this. And it was in my room and I was just listening to it for like, and I couldn't think of anything. And then at like 5 a.m, something finally hit me.
Dude, that's like the Jay-Z story about 4:44 a.m. waking up and writing down the verses.
Yeah, basically.
That's what happened to him. Yeah.
I was up all night like, come on, I have to do this. Like,
yeah.
I had other lines that I thought would be tight for it, but I didn't know how I wanted to start. I didn't know how I wanted to continue. Like, I just had like 2 lines that I was like sitting on, and I was like, damn it, put these here, but how do I make this fire? And then I think I took a shower. There was one song that I literally remember. I went to go take a shower. Like, I had been trying to work on this part for so long, and I couldn't think of anything. Was it Pick Up the Phone? No. I don't know what song. It could have been Pick Up the Phone. I just remember I was trying so hard to come up with something.
Okay.
I went to the shower. I took a shower, and in the shower, I came up with a melody for it. And I really think it was Pick Up the Phone.
Wait, when you made that, do you already have that beat in mind when you were making all those verses, or what?
No, I didn't even make the verses and anything till I heard the beat. Like, I heard the Travis Scott song, and I was like, oh, I gotta do something to this beat. Like, the minute I heard it, and I didn't drop it till like months later. But I had it. The song was practically like done. I like changed some line, like 2 lines in it, and like added things to it, like melody wise, like ad lib wise. Went up until my drop in February, but when I first heard the song, like June of that year, of the year prior, like I had it done that week. Like that next day, I had it already written because I knew what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
I was going through some things with my ex-girlfriend at that point in time, so like it was just perfect. Like but
Yeah, because that's a really amazing track. I mean, I wish it wasn't over that beat because then we could have it on Spotify, iTunes, and everything. But SoundCloud works. SoundCloud works.
I might be able to finesse it, like redo that song over like a beat.
That is a dope song.
Thank you.
And I'm surprised it only has like a couple almost like 3,500 plays. I'm like, yo, how does it only have this much? Like, so
it's
good.
crazy because I never promoted it after that.
Yeah.
But when I first dropped it, which was a year ago, I hadn't garnered any sort of attention from anything.
Yeah.
Or from any. Like, I think I still had like 800 followers at that time.
Oh,
and granted, I've only gotten 2,000 more since then. But like,
yeah.
2,000 is
still a whole lot more than 800,
it's a whole lot more than what I had. So like now, like these people actually pay attention. Like, I don't have like, I think a lot of the people who follow me now are like, their reasoning behind following me is very skewed.
Okay, I know you're talking about. I think I saw on your Instagram story a couple days ago.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, y'all really don't care about this music shit. Like, y'all really just here because y'all just want to like a picture of somebody, which is fine. That's what the point is. You just want to see whatever you want to see, which is shallow in its own regard, but like, it's okay. I'm not mad. Just, can you support it if you like it?
Yeah.
If you do like it, if you just so happen to listen to it.
Yeah.
Please support it. Like, don't be fake and be like, oh, that was good. Comment. Like, no. Tell somebody about it. Damn it.
I know, yeah. Hey, come on, actually tag someone. Yeah.
Yeah, like, damn, do me a favor. Like, I literally just like, yo, bro, just tag me. It's like, just tag like one person. Like, what? Yeah, like, nah. Like, when I dropped that, it was a while ago. And it's honestly one of my favorites to this day. Like, low key. It wasn't over that.
Do you have a lot of songs in the vault right now?
Like, kind of, sort of, like, not a lot done, but I have a good amount that are like set to drop.
Yeah.
At least I wanted to drop one a month for the rest of this year, but that's not looking up right now.
So what's the plan then? Are you gonna waiting on a tape?
No, I don't know if I want to do a tape.
Okay.
I feel like I just want to give singles out so people end up to like gain enough traction on some like Russ type thing. But but he's been grinding for 10 years, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
He earned every little piece of his success, and I give it to him. That man is so talented.
Yeah, people love him or hate him, but they can't take it away the amount of time he put into it. Like, there's no denying it,
He's great. Like, he is so, and I never take it away from him. Like, there are certain things that he does that I'm like, oh my gosh, shut up. Like, you're so annoying.
Yeah.
There's like, I never will ever actually be upset at that man because he, you know what, he's talented. He's
like, even the way his album did, no features at all, for a debut album, did really good. I mean, it's crazy.
He got some numbers up there. He got a couple gold plaques.
Yeah, I know.
Like platinum. Like, hell, you're fine. I'm not mad at you, G.
I mean, yeah, like, seriously. So, as far as like your music goes, then, when are we gonna hear it?
So I'm supposed to be dropping a track called 5 a.m. I was trying to drop it this week. I'm waiting on it to be like mixed, like a more solid mix.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't come out this week by like Thursday, which it probably won't because it's about to be Wednesday, it's literally about to be Wednesday for us. Then it'll definitely come out like on the weekend or like sometime next week.
All right.
But I'll drop that one. I'll let that sit for a second, but then because I missed the first 2 months, I'm gonna try out more songs. I have one with my brother that I want to drop soon as well. I have this other one produced by Wave. Well, his name is IQ. He produced Fallen off Jaden Smith's album.
Oh, really? Wow. Dang.
Yeah. It's a tight song. It's more album-esque, so I don't know. I might not release it yet. Might just try to do like a quick like 5-song tape that has like a whole like plot to it.
Yeah.
Because then that one, because that one is such an album vibe. But like the first verse alone is like, okay, album. Like, all right, who you trying to talk to?
Yeah.
That one. There's a song that I've been holding. I actually performed this song at Afropunk, which is crazy.
Oh, okay. When was that? Like a while ago, right?
Yeah, in August. I performed it a couple times since then. Obviously, I've had a bunch of since, but like I was on like a big ass stage and I performed it at Afropunk.
That's
It's a
crazy.
song called Sweet Life, and the inspiration was kind of one way. It was more just like that one time you get to like flex. Like it's like you're out of work, you have a week off, and you get to just act like you're living the lavish life.
Yeah.
Two, like Sweet Life Zach and Cody.
Okay. I was gonna make a joke like, oh, like I thought you were gonna say Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. So I'm glad it actually is the reason behind it.
Second verse is literally like all little like plugs of everybody's name from the show. Like
that's cool.
I say London Timpton's name in it. I like make a reference to Maddie. I make a reference to Mosby. Make a reference to the fact that me and my brother, like the brothers are in the in the show Zach and Cody.
Yeah.
Because their last name is Zach and Cody Martin, so I'm like, me and my bro one in the same, like the Martins. And then I say something about Arwen. I even say something more of like a Sweet Life on Deck reference. I say something reference to Debbie Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to hit all.
I mean that's super cool of you like to listen to and actually point out each and every reference you made.
Like literally, I could like do it and like be able to be like, all right, boom. There goes that one. I can count that. Like I just made sure that
would be a video that Genius would drop that says all the references Sweet Life on Zach and Cody by Peter is Rocket. You know, they point out all the verses going down, pointing out the different colors, highlighting each one.
I can't wait till I do stuff with Genius because like I love Genius is arguably my favorite platform right now. Yeah. And I know someone that works for Genius right now, and I'm like trying to push content that way.
Yeah,
and, like,
I mean,
he fucks with me, so we'll see what's up.
Yeah.
We'll see what's
That's crazy. So do you produce also or only rap?
I do produce, but not as heavily as I initially did.
Okay.
Before I even started recording, I used to produce.
Yeah.
And I used to produce via not even my cell phone, it was my iTouch, I think it was.
Really?
Yeah. And then when I upgraded and I ended up like not having this crappy phone, I ended up having an iPhone. I bought the app on Machine.
Okay, yeah. I'm Machine. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. My friend uses it all the time.
I have the actual like equipment now, but at the time when I was in high school, like freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, I didn't have it. I didn't.
Yeah.
That's money. It took a lot of time.
Yeah, definitely.
So at the time, I had my dad got me an iTunes card for $25. iTunes cards were my little like my I'm like when family gave me iTunes cards, I was in love.
Yeah.
So I spent $5. I was like, damn, this is like kind of steep for an app, but forget it. I did it, and I made a lot of beats. Like there are beats uploaded to my SoundCloud on private that I made on my phone. Like it's still there, and like I'm going to go back and I'm going to use those. Like it's only 25 seconds long, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to sample them and or just like remake them.
Yeah.
Now have the better equipment and like better sounds and so producing is a thing I want to get back into. I have a beat that I produced a while ago, but I'm trying to actually formulate a good song to it. That's not cool. But I'm trying to get back into it. I want to make that like a big part of my life. It's just like I get so inspired and so like I shut down when I make beats. Like if I can't like continue, there's a point where I'm like, damn, where do I go from here?
Yeah.
I just down and then I don't want to do it anymore. Like I don't want to project. I kind of just if I don't finish that one, I don't want to do another one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you want to see something go all the way through before starting a new thing. Okay.
Finish though, but can all win.
Yeah. So, do you plan on producing a lot like more stuff in the future then, as far as your music, like producing a lot more of it? You do.
100%. And if I don't like if I'm not like the only sole producer, I want to continue because I have a lot of friends that are very, very, very talented at what they do. Shout out Kasim, shout out Ty J, shout out like everybody like that I work with. They tend to they inspire me so often and they equip me with a lot of like good quality sounds. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, they I just want to, if I don't do it by myself, I want to continue to work with them and at least be a part of what it is that I'm making. I don't ever want to feel like, I mean, there's a couple beats, obviously, I have to steal offline, which is not good, but that Other than that, though, I want to be a big part of like everything that I touch.
Yeah.
Like I don't want it like, oh, you make the beat, send it to me. Unless like it gets to that point where like one of my friends has this beat that like I didn't even have anything to say on it. Like he's just like, yo, you like this? And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Then that's different. But for the most part, hell yeah, I want to say so. Like
Gotcha.
I just want to be part of it. Yeah.
So right now it's February 27th for me at least. 28th for you. Where do
it's
you?
About
like 4 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Where do you want to be by the end of 2018? Like as far as your career goes, or maybe just personal life? Where would you want to be?
First and foremost, happy.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, I'm happy now. I feel like I've been on a very happy streak recently. Especially coming into myself more, like who I am and being okay with him, and not like looking in a mirror and being like, ew, I don't like that guy. Like now I'm like, what I see. But besides happy, in terms of career, I know that this year isn't like the year for me, but who knows? Like again, like we were talking about, you're like one viral thing and like that'll set it off, you know? But I don't have plans for it to be this year. I feel like I don't even want to even say 2019 is my year. I feel like this year would be more about building like a very strong core foundation for it. And making all the right connections so that it's possible for 2019 for more to happen. Like a couple of big interviews happening with certain like blogs that I should be fucking with, or like magazines. Like not huge magazines, but big enough to draw some attention towards
and
me,
gain more
followers. You know. But yeah, I definitely just want to, like, you know, maybe like 1,000 more followers before the end of the year.
That's not a bad goal. That's not a bad goal.
Like, a couple more 100 people fucking with me. But besides that, you know, I just want to continue to make strong connections.
Yeah.
And have a better plan. And continue to drop music, obviously. Like, I want to have at least 10 to 12 songs out by the end of this year. Like, newer ones, so that I don't, like, pressured. Like, I'll be like, yo, like, I left y'all with one song for a whole year and some change. Now you have 12. I don't want to hear it if I take
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to keep consistent. That's it. I just want to keep this consistency and just keep growing. So next year,
make sure you have growth.
Yeah, just some sort of growth. It doesn't have to be. I'm not. You know, I don't care about being like some huge next big Drake or Justin Bieber or something like that. You know, I don't care about that. I care about just building enough foundation for me to continue to be happy and comfortable. To a point where, like, one day I could take care of those two people who fell asleep upstairs, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all that matters to me. Take care of them. This guy right here, my minion.
Oh, he's your little brother.
Yeah, my little brother.
See, when you mentioned the Zach and Cody thing, I thought, are they twins?
No, I wish we were. I always wanted a twin. That has been a big thing in my life. I've always so mad I wasn't a twin. Oh, but he tries to act like we're twins sometimes. Like, he tries to do, like, twin things where, like, he'll see me get dressed in a certain way and, like, definitely wear some... Whoops. He'll definitely wear, like, a similar outfit to me. And I'm like, listen, it'd be different. If we were twins, I'd be so down. But you're 4 years younger.
He's 4 years younger? Really?
Well, 3 is age, but almost 4 years younger than me. So I'm like, don't do that. No.
Damn, I thought he was, like, our age. I thought you guys actually were twins. That's crazy.
He's 16. He's turning 17 in May.
That's cool then. So you take like the bigger brother role. You know, you lead him. You kind of aid him as he goes down his path. Yeah,
it's been a rough one. We've had our moments where like being like me was like something he definitely didn't want. We weren't even friends at one point. We were not cool. Now this kid is like, I can't function without him, man. That is my life, and vice versa. He gets miserable when I'm not in the house.
Yeah.
Nah, you're lying. You shaking your head. You're lying. You literally text, bro, when you coming back, bro? don't play games. If I don't have your laptop, then I'm bored. But nah. You miss me, right? You're a liar. Anyway, not about you. Nah, you're a liar.
Dude, when this interview pops off, he's gonna see it and be like, "Damn, my brother just made me look like a fool."
Man, they trying to make me look like. Fake, Alex. It's okay, though. I'm not mad at you. It's whatever. Fake.
Well, damn. That's pretty much all the main questions I had. Oh, actually, one more big question. So, like, listening to your music, obviously you do, like you pointed out, Kaylani, Kyle, like some of your more like musical influences, but like who are like your big influences other than those two?
Other than those two, definitely Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah.
Donald Glover is a Renaissance man at the very least.
Yeah.
So he's definitely a big inspiration for me because he's a jack of all trades. Childish Gambino. More recently, like in terms of like, not more recently, but just Chance.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He's super talented. Let's see. Obviously, like everybody says it, but at one point there was Drake.
Mm-hmm.
For me, Drake, Kanye, Slick Rick. Yeah, who else? There's a couple people. I feel like I'm definitely leaving out some names. I feel like there's names that aren't even rappers that definitely influence the hell out of me.
Yeah.
I think Jaden, but just more so who
Okay.
he is just what he embodies. Like,
Yeah. About him,
like,
him like being completely his own person, like nothing affects him as far as like changing who he is. Like he is himself
Exactly.
at all times. Yeah.
exactly, and he's like a growing being. It's just like it's beautiful to see his constant growth and his constant like willingness to push himself forward.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, like everything. So definitely them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That in terms of like influences.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite Gambino tape or album?
That's hard.
I have my favorite. But I want to know like what yours is.
Honestly, I think the one that I listen to the most has to be either EP or Camp.
Camp. Okay.
Which are like
the earlier works.
Earlier works. I mean, I like a lot. I even like Cul-de-sac as well, like his first like initial album. But like, he's not the same artist anymore, and I feel like he definitely proved himself. I mean, if you listen to his very first mixtape, I think his first mixtape was Sick Boy. Honestly, all his first mixtapes were like, the intention was there, like the bars were there, but he just sounded like shit.
His voice is kind of whiny.
It was whiny and like,
bit.
yeah, it wasn't right. He hadn't figured out his tone of voice, and then he realized he didn't have to try that hard.
So,
and
you know the song Retro off like Kauai? The original version of that? You hear the?
Yes, I heard.
It's not good. Like
then you hear the intention, like what it was supposed to be.
He remade it. It was so much better.
Woo,
like what was that movie he did? That movie he made when he was like back at Derek Comedy. It was like Mystery something.
The Mystery Team or some shit
Mystery
like that.
Team, yeah. So like, I remember watching that and I hearing that in the background in like one of the scenes. I was like, wait, that's retro. And then I realized he redid the old song. And like, I'm so glad he did because the new one is so much better.
It's beautiful. Honestly, I feel like artists should do that. Like, go back to their old crappy songs and then just be like, that had potential. I just wasn't the artist I needed to be to make that a hit.
Yeah.
Which is really why I'm going to go back and find those beats and just remake them because, like, they're good. Like, they have potential to be something fire. And, like, who knows? I might even go back and find one of the songs that I've made and put out and be like, we're going to redo that.
Yeah.
We're going to make that.
That'd be cool.
Who knows? I might just keep remixing my own stuff.
That's all you do. You just have, like, 3 songs where you do it all.
Yeah. Honestly, like, you could probably get away. Imagine if Kanye went back and did a song that he did off of, like, Graduation and right now.
Yeah.
Like, what would that be like?
I mean,
different.
That's the cool thing about music. Like, especially now that music is so not physical anymore, you can just go back and change it. No problem.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know if you heard, but, like, Kanye did that with a couple of his songs on Life of Pablo.
Where, like, he like,
a couple verses
went back and, like, fixed them.
Yeah.
Or, like, a new one on the album randomly.
Yeah.
Like, his rollout for that album was, like, by society standards, horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it showed him as a natural born artist. Just like, I'm indecisive, so I'm gonna give you this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that off and give you this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tweak that. That one has better mixing. Like,
yeah.
Oh.
No, it's cool too because like even Chance, like I know he said that he sometimes just goes back on his SoundCloud and like changes things up and waits to see if fans notice on his page. You know, if he changes the little thing, which is really cool because you don't expect that from an artist to like go back to the past words. It's definitely really sick. Well, it was a great talking to you.
Thank you
it was
for
really good.
giving me this call. Because
good, of course. If I end up in New York, I'll hit you up. Specifically if I'm in Staten Island, and I'll take a ferry down to you.
If you get the chance, it's not that great in Staten Island, but apparently by like fall, they're supposed to open up a couple of new outlets out here. It's gonna look cool. Eventually, they're gonna have like the plan is to have the biggest Ferris wheel in the world out here.
Really?
Yeah, they're trying to have like the next London Eye, but just like obviously bigger.
So Staten Island's not near Coney Island, right?
No, Coney Island is a part of Brooklyn. Like
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they have weird names for places that aren't actually like
islands.
Like islands and or just like its own entity. Like
gotcha.
They call Harlem, but why? I don't know. They call the Lower East Side the Lower East Side. I mean, like it's the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Yeah.
Harlem, like it has its own name. It's not like Upper West or like Upper East. Like no, it's literally just Harlem.
Yeah.
Like why do you get a name that as if like that's you're like another sector of like this place that is New York City? I mean, yeah, music made it that, but that's not the point. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And Squid Nice is from Staten Island, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay. No, I think I heard it on a song. He mentioned it. I was like, oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah, Squid Nice. Yeah, I definitely said it. Yeah, Squid Nice. Nah, he's from here. He's from a different part of Staten Island than I'm from, though. he's from a rougher side. Let's put it that way. I mean, I listen. I just live in an area that's like we're just lucky that we don't have to deal with problems. Like if I leave where the hell I'm at and like go a block and a half down, then I have to deal with problems. But where I'm at and like where my house is set up, I'm fine. Like I'm fine. But I can't go that way.
Yeah,
I can't go that way.
Gotcha.
I can't go that way. Let's just put it that way.
Well, yeah, it was a great talking to you.
Bro.
Hope you have a great night, I guess great morning.
Yeah, man, it's 12:08 over here.
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
in the morning.
You have class in the morning?
No, I have class in the afternoon. He does.
Ooh.
He has class in the morning, so he's bugging. I'm just going to the gym, so I can.
Nice. Okay.
Get these reps in.
No, yeah, I have at 10 a.m. I have to go to the gym at 10 a.m. I have a class at school. I take weight training, so it's actually pretty funny.
Oh wow, that's dope as hell.
I get a half a credit for going to work out. Okay.
I would do that every day.
That's like.
See,
I'm doing it because it makes me have to go, because otherwise I would not. The motivation wouldn't be there.
Oh, I mean, hey, as long as you know yourself, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you,
Rocket, for being on the show.
Of course.
And I hope to see you again.
Oh, of course you will. Of course you will, my man.
It sounds good.